Heyo guys, what's good, what's happening, and what's going on? So I'm not going to really touch base on the elections. You guys already know what happened. Liberals got in for a fourth term. Talk about the definition of insanity, right? Doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting different results. So sure, yeah, it's a new premier or a new prime minister, but he was the advisor, financial advisor to, or the economy advisor to Trudeau. Now he's calling the shots. The only good benefit is it is a minority, and the Conservatives did pick up an extra 28 seats. So whatever, we'll have 4 years more of this nonsense. We'll see how this plays out. The only difference between Trudeau and Carney is a major advocate for net zero. So let's see if I'm heating my house with natural gas next year. Anyway, a few things I want to touch base on. Number one, why did I get rid of the dates? Well, by dating the videos means they got to go up in chronological order or things don't make sense. Things probably won't make sense anyway because neither do I. Like for instance, I've been filming a lot. Today's May 1st, just so you know. I've been filming a lot. I'm pretty far ahead. This video is going up on May 15th. In like 2 days, weather permitting, I may be going down like 2 days from you guys watching this, not 2 days from now. Like I'm not the 3rd, but like, okay, just follow along. The weekend is a long weekend in May. Fishing opens pretty much everywhere. Some places better than others. And I may be going down to London to visit Bloke to go fishing, weather permitting. If it's going to be bullshit weather down there, I honestly see no point in doing a 1,000 kilometer round trip, spending all that money and all that to go down there just to sit in his house and watch fishing videos. I might as well stay home because maybe the weather's better up here, even though I'm not sure where I would go fishing. Because as you all saw on my previous video, my favorite spot that I've opened at pretty much every year since discovering that spot in 2020, and it's not like I discovered it and told everybody else about it. I discovered it and realized other people knew about it. The point is my buddy's dad used to fish there back in the day. My brother's girlfriend, when she was a kid, used to fish there back in the day. They used to just walk down to the point and go fishing, like, cause it's right there. There's always also Sunset Park I can fish at. It's pretty good fishing at Sunset. So it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. I can find a spot. But as far as, sorry, I'm trying a technique to re-enroll a computer and the conditions are weird. And I don't know if it's going to work. He's talking to me right now. He got a message, but I'm pretty sure that message is normal. Anyway, I'm not even concerned. It's going to work. It's me. I'll fix it. So yeah, that is a thing potentially. But if I'm making videos between now and then, I might have videos up to the end of May. I don't want to put up a fishing video with Bloke in June that happened mid-May. I'd rather put it up earlier in the week. So by getting rid of the date and time from the beginning, a video like me going down to visit Bloke can be uploaded at any given time and it doesn't break continuity. Like if I was showing the timelines like, oh, it's May 1st, May 2nd, May 3rd, May 4th, May 5th, May 6th. And by the time you guys are watching this, it's actually May 15th, 17th, 18th. And then all of a sudden you see a video come up that's like, instead of May 6th, it's May 17th. And you're like, whoa, wait, what? What the hell? Why is this video here out of order? Then all of a sudden it jumps back into like May 8th, May 9th. The continuity gets broken. So I figured, screw it, we won't do that. We will drop the date. The main reason why I put that in there was in case I got encouraged to go ice fishing, because there's a local guy here in town. He makes YouTube fishing videos. I think it's like KYD fishing or some shit like that. Mainly he fishes out of Nosbonsing. But he posted a Nipissing fishing video on March 17th a couple years ago, ice fishing, and that was beyond the time. And because he didn't date or time it, somebody reported him to the friggin' MNR, because the guy's got a lot of trolls on his account. Somebody reported him to the MNR, and the MNR take poaching serious. Like they have more jurisdiction in Ontario than the OPP, for crying out loud. Like, I kid you not. You can look it up online. There's stories of from the MNR where they caught somebody poaching salmon and they fined them $35,000. Took their vehicle, took their boat, like confiscated it, and yeah, they have full jurisdiction to do that. They take poaching very serious. So sure enough, buddies at home, MNR rolls up and starts an investigation. He had to explain. No, he's like, oh no, the video's like a week old. If he didn't have the original raw video files with the raw date and time of when the camera recorded it, he would have been screwed. All because he uploaded and he didn't timestamp anything. So by me putting my timestamp up, it's kind of a secure, even though I'm outside of the fishing reg times, even though this video is going live on March 22nd, It was actually March 4th when I went ice fishing, you know? So I'm well within the legal limits. And if I was going ice fishing, I also would have taken a picture of like my cell phone's date and time, because that can't be modified. That's all set up by the cell site, or even Windows date and time, because that's all set up by Windows time server. So that way there, it shows like, here's today's date, here's today's time. Let's go hit the ice and go and fumble the bag at trying to catch a walleye. However, that's not a problem right now. That's not a problem, because even by the time I do go out fishing, the videos will be far ahead into the future. Nobody will care. Even if I don't date or time them, the M&R will just look at it and go, yeah, it's freaking June. Fishing's been legal forever in Zone 11. Who cares? And they'll just walk it off. But yeah. Now, the other night on Tuesday night, we went and did our first martial arts training in the new location. And let me tell you something, guys, it's freaking huge. We got like 10-foot ceilings. Like, I have to stretch. When I'm holding a stick, I have to stretch to hit the ceiling. The ceilings are taller than this because I'm not even outstretched right now and I'm hitting the ceiling. We went and we trained sticks. We did baston and then daga espada, so dagger sword. And we basically screwed around with a bunch of stuff, mainly because Derek's going for, on the May long weekend, Derek is going for his black belt. So coach is kind of using us for training dummies to get more time in for Derek so he can learn what he needs to know for his testing. So we're kind of sort of getting black belt training too on the side as a little extra bonus, some real heavy advanced shit, which is pretty dope. I appreciate that because we're not that far off from getting our blacks. I say probably 2 to 2.5 years, and we'll have to go to New York. Don't want to, but we'll have to go to New York and get our black belts and then start the black belt journey in modern Arnis. At that time, coach is hoping that we're actually teaching students because he'd like to see us teach so he can basically go through with his plan. He wants to move to Muskoka and open up another school down there and have one of us take over the school up here. Why did Discord just ping? What the frick? Thought I had that muted. Whatever. So yeah, cool stuff. And I just shat my pants. So the Acer Loser Nitro Suckface, guys, it's been phenomenal. Ever since upgrading the heatsink on it and putting it in this case with all this airflow, I am literally installing Vegas on it right now because I have a theory and I want to try it out. The core temperature is sitting at 30 degrees. The system temperature is the system is 30 right now. Whatever TMPIN0 is 30. TMPIN1 is 42, and the other one's 38. The Intel chipset's sitting at 72 Celsius. That's kind of concerning, but I might have to figure out how to rig a heatsink on that thing with a little fan or something just to try and keep it chill. But it's like right there, right beside the friggin' video card. So that's probably what's contributing to the thermals. That's just because of the way the board is designed. It was designed by an idiot, but whatever, not a big deal. So I did some research comparing the gaming PC versus the editing PC. The Core i5-13400F beats the Ryzen 7 3700X big time. So what I'm looking here is, here's the i5 Ryzen 7, so it's 23% faster, which is, I didn't expect that. 29% average score, so it's got higher FPS, higher 1-core performance, 2, 4, 8-core performance by like a fair amount. Faster overclock scores on memory. Now we can't use overclocked because Acer Loser Nitro Suckface doesn't allow overclocking. The only thing this 3700X is better at is its value. Its value in sediments. Everything else, it gets smoked. So, except for this. This is a 10 nanometer chip for the i5 and it's 7 nanometers for the 3700X. So in theory, this Acer should edit faster, right? Right? Now, if we consider the video card in both machines, this one here has the RX 9070 and the editing rig has the RTX 3070. The RX 9070 is 44% faster than the RTX 3070. She cooks way harder. So with a 77% average score on lighting, reflection, M-render, and gravity, and even in the overclocking, 73 freaking percent, boys. And this is a 9070, not the 9070 XT. The XT model cooks at 58% faster at 95% and 110%. This is what I find cool. If we go over here, we go 9070, and then we take a look at the 3090, the 9070 is 1% faster than the 3090. I didn't realize how beast this friggin' video card actually was. And this is results like, they show on here how many times they were benchmarked. I can't remember where the hell it was, but they do a bunch of testing just to make sure. And yeah, that's insane. So from everything I read about people who video edit on computers, a lot of them are buying the RX like 7900s, 7900 XTXs just mainly for the VRAM, because apparently VRAM is a big deal. All right, see, it worked. Awesome. Oh no, I had to re-enroll a computer from one group tag to another group tag, and I came up with this way of doing it. Before we had to Windows reset, which took 4 hours, and my method takes 20 minutes, so score. Yeah, I put in 1 minute of overtime, but I wanted to make sure this was done. I've been so good this whole week at ending my shift at the end of the day with nothing sitting in my work bucket, with having every ticket resolved. Right now I'm running, if I can get it done tomorrow, guys, that's a 10-day friggin' run of no tickets left over for the next week. Like, that makes me happy. I don't know why. It's like, it doesn't matter if you can't do it, if you can't get something fixed. They tell you don't stress, but it's like, it's a game for me, right? It's a game. Like, work hard, work fast, be efficient, fix shit, get it done, get them back up and running, because if their computers don't work, neither do they. And yes, they do still get paid, because it's not their fault their computer broke. Unless it is their fault, then you know, their manager may reach out and say, is this something they did or something that happened? And at that point there, you can be like yes or no, depending on the situation. Like, if their computer's broken, and this actually happened, a client came up to me and said, my computer won't turn on. She hands it to me, and it reeked of coffee, because she went to get out of her car. She had to get she went to go do something, and she put her coffee in her laptop bag, her Tim Hortons coffee in her laptop bag. And I guess she bumped the bag and it squished the cup and the lid popped off and all the coffee ran down the side of the laptop and got into everything. So Lenovo's have a built-in moisture sensor. And if it turns pink, Lenovo knows that there's water damage to the machine and they will not warranty it. But the entire keyboard was sticky and it smelled like a double-double. So I was like, yeah, this computer's broken. So right away, she's like, do you have a loaner? I said, we don't offer loaners. You got to talk to your manager about that. The manager didn't have loaners. The manager asked me, is this something she did? I said, well, yeah, she spilled coffee in her laptop case and killed the computer. Like, this is user damage. This is coming out of your department's money. Like, you guys got to pay to get this fixed. This is not warrantyable. Like, there's nothing I can do. I can't even lie about it. Like, there's sometimes when things happen and, you know, we had a client plug in power over Ethernet cable meant for a conferencing system into their laptop's Ethernet, because they needed Ethernet and their office runs on Wi-Fi. Why, I don't know. I really don't know. And the only Ethernet he found was one for the conferencing system. So sure enough, he plugs it into his laptop, and then he comes and gets me and he goes, hey, yeah, there's something wrong with the Ethernet in the conference room. And I'm like, Ethernet? I'm like, there's no Ethernet in the conference room. He goes, yes, there is. He goes, come with me. He comes over and he shows me, and the cable literally is orange with a wrapped label on it that says, do not use for conferencing system only, PoE. And I was like, tell me you didn't plug that into your computer. He goes, yeah, like I could smell it in the room. It literally reeked like if you go to a hillbilly campfire and they're throwing jugs of milk into the fire and that plastic is melting, like oil jugs or whatever, that's what it smelled like. It literally smelled like burning oil. And I'm like, oh my God, dude, I'm like, the computer still worked, but the Ethernet port was completely scrambled. So because there was no visible damage, like it wasn't charred or smoked or anything, it was internal. It looked like the motherboard failed. I kind of white lied to the vendor, and because the computer was literally like 2 weeks old, I lied to the vendor and said that the Ethernet no longer works. It seems to be a system board issue. Diagnostics come back and report that there's no Ethernet available, and they came out and swapped the board out at their cost. Stuff like that, like an oopsie like that I can kind of white lie my way out of it, sure. But an oopsie of, I was careless and poured coffee in my laptop bag, I can't really hide that. So yeah. But anyway, work shift is done. We got a little bit of overtime, doesn't matter. Doesn't mean I can claim it or anything. What I want to do is, I got Vegas installing on this computer here. Now the only difference between this one here and the editing rig, it's installing deep learning. The editing rig has the ability to have more RAM. It's got 64 gigs of RAM. I only got 32 here in this one, but 32 gigs should be more than enough. The vlog that you're watching right now, guys, I'm going to edit this on this machine, on the gaming computer, because I want to see how fast this thing cuts up videos. I forgot. I have 2 licenses, okay? When you buy a copy of Vegas, you get 2 licenses. You can put it on 2 computers. So the first copy is on the editing rig. The second copy, for some reason, was also bound to the editing rig. I don't understand that. But we got that straightened out. So now it's going to be bound to this one here. Theoretically, the editing rig should still work with Vegas. I'm gonna fire it up just to see if it freaks out. Because I disconnected one of the licenses, because yeah, there was 2 licenses bound to the same unit, and I'm like, why? Why is this a thing? It shouldn't be a thing. So, and it was. Now, this computer, the editing rig also has the slower PCIe. It's only 3x, where the Acer Loser Nitro Suckface can go up to 4x. I think it's 5x actually, because it is compatible with that Samsung 990 drive. All right, are we done? No, you're still installing plugins, eh? Audio plugin, friggin' SoundForge plugin, this plugin, that plugin. Everywhere's a frickin' plugin. I gotta piss. Also, Chuch was like, Chuch a big times. Anybody who watches the videos before, you might know who Chuch is. He was in a lot of the streams back in the day. He asked me, he's like, have you installed Grand Theft Auto Enhanced version yet? And I'm like, there's 2 versions now? And he's like, yeah, man, there's the legacy version, which is what we were playing, and Enhanced. I'm like, I didn't know I needed to install it. Haven't played Grand Theft Auto since New Year's. That's when we did the last live stream. So I installed it. Haven't tried it yet, but I looked it up, and apparently it's amazing on Radeon RX 9070. Apparently it does a lot of really cool things like FSR4, ray tracing, the whole shebang, and things look super pretty, and it's going to take all 16 gigs of VRAM that I have on that card, and I might give it a try tonight, because right now the Rust server that I play on normally, it wiped today because of the jungle update. But then it wipes tomorrow, a full system wipe, which means all blueprints, everything gone. It's like a factory reset. The jungle update's coming in. So I might, tonight after martial arts, kick over some Grand Theft Auto Enhanced Edition, just to see what the frig that's all about. Because, I don't know, Grand Theft Auto had pretty good graphics. Let's see how much better they get. Did I say Grand Theft Auto 4? I meant Grand Theft Auto 5. Holy crap. Still can't wait for Grand Theft Auto 6. It's going to be nice to have a new storyline to play through. Well, I think so anyway. So yeah, this computer starts editing like a champion. Think what I might do, and you want to see something pretty dicked. This is why I question that website, that CPU benchmark website. So a guy on YouTube I watch who plays a lot of Rust, he plays, he just recently upgraded from a Ryzen 9 5950 to a Ryzen 9 9950 X3D. This is what I don't get. 13,400F, Ryzen 9 9950 X3D. Apparently it's only 14% faster. The frig. 22% faster, average score 27. It's like how the Core i5 13400 is versus my 3070 or 3700X. But check this out. You come up here, you come down here, and you go to the, oh, they don't have the 13700F down here? What the frig? Okay, 1 second. 13700F. 13700F, which is the processor I can legally put in this board with no problems because of the BIOS, versus the 9950, 0%. 0%. Apparently it's +3 on the average score, +9 on overclock score, but 0% in performance gains. What in the actual frig? Now, this processor is still $400. Buy for $409, that's pretty much the price everywhere. But if you go 13900, is there a 13900F? I wish this chip would work with mine, because you get like 24 cores and 32 threads or some crazy shit like that. It's pretty nuts. And all the F means is no video card. It strictly requires a discrete video card, where you have the 13900, which has a video card built in. It's like some shitty GMA card. Maybe it's Iris, I don't know. Or Xris or whatever the hell they call it. Xyrus. That's crazy. And then if you get the KF, the K is unlocked and is overclockable. So yeah, the 13700F is apparently just as fast as the 9950X 3D. Mind you, it runs a lot hotter and you definitely need a supercharger for heatsink, and I think we're fine there. I think we got that covered. As far as my system temps go, we're sitting really good right now, doing an install and all that. So I'm really excited to see how well this thing cooks for video editing. Because I know on the editing PC, I'll top out at 250 frames per second when it's rendering the final video at 1080p. I want to see what this thing does. I really do. So gonna get this installed. Obviously I won't be editing till later on tonight, but I might start some editing now. So yeah, if anybody's wondering about the dates, like I said, it's all about continuity and me just wanting to be able to put up videos whenever I want. Like last summer with Bloke, there was build up to me going down to London, and I didn't want to put, and Bloke was like, well, why can't you just put it up like on Wednesday and then move Wednesday's video to the end of your time? And I'm like, there's a reason for it, and it was continuity. Now I don't have to worry about continuity. I can just do whatever the hell I want. As long as I'm not talking about a product or something, and then if I would have done what I wanted to do today, I had a whole video where I was talking about the elections and all that, but in the background you could see this modified case. That video hasn't come out yet. That would have been like, Adam, what happened to the Acer? Did you go ahead? Mind you, I already broke that because I posted a video on Instagram of the new setup, so saying it doesn't even look like an Acer anymore. But yeah, I don't care about that social media aspect. I just mean the videos themselves. If it jumps around, it might cause confusion. People will be like, what the hell is this guy doing? Where if I don't put the date and time in it, and like it's getting close to summer, it's going to be project time. It's going to be time to start cracking down, getting outside, doing some shit, and getting things organized in the outside world. Winter is somewhat leaving. Are we done? We're still installing software? What's VeriVerb? What the frig do you do? I can't believe how much shit gets pushed over with Vegas. Like, did I install all this before? How much shit installed? Vegas Plugin Union, Acid Pro, Analog Modeling Suite, Audio Plugin Union, twice. Oh, Core FX, okay. Essential FX Suite, Vandal, VeriVerb, SoundForge 18, Acoustic Mirror Impulse Files, whatever the frig that is, and Noise Reduction Pack 64-bit. Oh my god. Why couldn't it just do all these at once? Just fart them onto the drive and call it a day? No wonder why my C drive's probably full on the other computer. Chances are I installed Vegas to the C drive and it installed all this bullshit, so that's probably why she's completely wampused out of space. More than likely. But no, on this case, you saw where I can install two NVMe, or not NVMe, SATA 6 SSDs. What is this? What do you want? Okay, just go right click, new, folder, temp, whatever. It's installing some noise reduction. I don't remember doing any of this. Honestly, don't remember doing any of this, but not a big deal. I'm just curious when I hit render how nuts it's gonna go. I didn't realize this 13400 was that big of a player. I'm just gonna activate with my serial code. I'll be right back. Cool. So yeah, because I have an issue with the Samba sharing. I don't even think it's Samba anymore. I think it's something else. But for some reason, this computer is just not sharing properly and not seeing the network properly, and I'm not sure why. It won't see other device shares, and now it's seeing other device share. What the frig, man? Yeah, I don't know what the frig's going on with it. I don't know how it broke or what broke, but I was sharing the USB drive so I could copy the footage off of the drive after I did a Rust video. But I was thinking about getting a SSD, like a 2.5-inch SSD, and jamming it in there of a fairly large size, because I might as well edit the gaming videos on this rig if it's really good, and then just do all my vlog edits on the machine over there, instead of using that machine dedicated for editing. Like, this machine right now is a pretty powerhouse machine, but I am going from a 3rd generation to a 13th generation i5, 3rd generation RX, or a 3rd generation Ryzen. But like Ryzen, apparently Ryzen, their main thing is gaming. It's all about gaming with Ryzen, where productivity's always been Intel's baby. That's always been the thing. Whether or not that's still the case, that's to be seen. But, well, we got Google set up. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can start chopping up a video here. Is it synced? Sweet. Can I see it? Sweet. Okay, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start chopping up a video and we'll see how this turns out. You'll understand as you go on. Alrighty guys, we're all edited up. Video is all chopified. You can see all the cuts that I make and all that. And well, you seen that face just 5 seconds ago. Oh, maybe I should start off the clip with that. Anyway, now I want to hit render. First hit save. So I noticed there's a bunch of just basic MP4 options, but they have this AMD VCE. On the NVIDIA, they have NVENC. I think I've been doing HEVC-AAC, and we're gonna do 1080p at 30 frames per second. I'm gonna favorite that one. What's the bit rate on this? That doesn't tell me shit. Let's go to customize template. So we are going a variable bit rate. Not a fan of that, but whatever. Audio is set up for 48 Hertz. Let's kick it up to 96 Hertz. And bit rate, we'll take it right up to 384. That's good. And project, I want to use best. Yeah. Color spacing default. Color range good. And we'll call this VLOG. Vlog. Save. Okay dokie. Clicky happy. And this is going to save in the documents. I prefer not to save in the documents. I would prefer to save into videos. Let's just save it right into here. I don't know where this is, but it should be easy to find. And then if we hit render, the frig are you doing? Did it crash? Nope. AAC, okay, something was activated. So it's not cruising as fast as the AMD system. AMD would sit around 150. However, it's going to take 6 minutes and 40 seconds to do a 24-minute file. So I can't fault that. I really can't fault that. Look at this guy just whipping around. This is with preview enabled. If I turn off the show video and preview window, this might get quicker or not. No, I still question if my, I should almost cut up 2 videos or cut up a video and then carry the video file over to the other computer and just do a test of the AMD versus the Intel. Well, an AMD with a RTX card and an Intel with an AMD card. That's so mashed potatoes. But anyway, guys, it works, and it actually works pretty damn good. So I'm kind of impressed. Right now, the temperatures on the GPU are sitting at 50 degrees. Temperatures on the cores are sitting at 40 degrees. So this is pretty dope. Like if I didn't have a computer for editing videos, I have another computer for editing videos. Something goes a lot wrong with the AMD, not a big deal. We have the Acer Loser Nitro Suckface revised edition to turn to. Anyway, it's 5:15. I got to get off to martial arts, so I'm going to go ahead and end this here. I'm not going to bother filming after martial arts. Probably just going to come home, play some Grand Theft Auto and see how pretty the graphics are. And maybe log into Rust to see what this jungle update's all about before Big Wipe. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, click that like button. Any questions, comments, concerns, down below they go. This is really making me not want to upgrade my AMD computer anytime soon and to wait for the Zen 6 of the next version of Ryzen to come out, because when that comes out with the insane amount of core counts, we should see a lot of benefits coming our way for Team Red. So anyway, guys, until next time, live it to win it. Peace the frig out. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.